Life is a journey of discovery. We learn and grow. We stumble and rise. In our quest for wisdom, we often look to ourselves, our intellect, our achievements, our plans. They become our compass. But Jesus, in his infinite wisdom, points us in a different direction. He teaches us to look beyond ourselves, to find true wisdom in humility and dependence on God. Humility isn't weakness. It is recognizing our need for God. It's understanding that our intellect, while valuable, has limits. Dependence on God, then, is not a sign of failure. It is the ultimate source of strength, guidance, and true wisdom. It's in this surrender that we discover a life more meaningful than we could ever achieve on our own. Jesus often used parables, those simple yet profound stories, to illustrate his teachings. In the parable of the rich fool, we encounter a man who placed his trust in all the wrong places. He had an abundance of possessions, his barns overflowing with the fruits of his labor. "What shall I do?" he pondered. His answer? Build bigger barns, of course. Then I'll say to myself, you have plenty of good things laid up for many years. Take life easy. Eat, drink, and be merry. Luke 12:19. But God's response is swift and sobering. "You fool! This very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?" Luke 12:20. The rich man's mistake. He relied solely on himself, on his wealth and his plans. He forgot about God. He forgot about eternity. He forgot that true life is not measured by possessions but by purpose. We live in a world that often worships intellect. Intelligence is celebrated, achievement is praised, and while these things are not inherently bad, they can become dangerous idols if we are not careful. We can become so enamored with our own abilities that we forget the source of true wisdom. The problem is not in having intellect. It's in relying on it exclusively. It's in believing that our minds hold all the answers, that we can outthink or outmaneuver life's complexities. The truth is, we are finite beings. Our understanding is limited. Our plans can crumble. We need something more, something bigger than ourselves. We need the infinite wisdom of God. Section 4. The greatest commandment, love's connection to humility. When asked about the greatest commandment, Jesus responded, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind." This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. Matthew 22:37-40. Love, it's the very essence of God, and it's intrinsically linked to humility. To love God is to acknowledge his sovereignty, his goodness, his wisdom above our own. To love our neighbor is to see them as God sees them, valuable, worthy of respect and compassion. It's in loving God and loving others that we truly begin to live out the wisdom he offers. Section 5. True Wisdom. A tapestry of humility, love, and divine guidance. True wisdom, then, is not found in self-reliance, but in surrender. It's in acknowledging our limitations and seeking God's guidance. It's in approaching life with a posture of humility, recognizing that we don't have all the answers. And it's in loving God and loving others with all that we are. This is not a call to passivity. We are still called to use our minds, to work diligently, to live purposefully. But we do so with an awareness that we are not alone. We have a God who loves us, who guides us, and who offers us wisdom beyond our own. Section 6. A life well lived. We were created for more than temporary materialistic gain. We were created for a life of purpose, meaning, and connection. And that life is found in surrendering our self-reliance and embracing the wisdom of God. It's in that surrender that we discover the true riches of life: love, joy, peace, and a hope that extends beyond this world. Let us not be like the rich fool, focused on accumulating earthly treasures while neglecting the eternal. Instead, let us seek true wisdom, a wisdom rooted in humility, love, and dependence on God. This is the path to a life well lived, a life that honors God and blesses others.